About to go live at stock market news today. We are live. This is Wall Street Sizing Up is the channel you have found today. We're doing stock market news today. It is February 11th, the year of our Lord 2021. We're about to go fast. We're about to go quick. We got a lot of good news today, a lot of good things to get to. I just want to let you know we're sponsored by StockTrade.tips. They have one goal, that's to help you profit off the insider knowledge of the hedge funds. We're going to give you one stock today at the very end that I think that you'll like. One that we sent out to the subs today. Again, I don't really do this for you guys. I do it more for me to catch up on the news that I missed. But if it brings you any value at all, that's why we do it too. So here we go. Bullish calls today. Let's just start there. Well, first of all, let's go to the markets and get my ugly mug off the screen. You see it there. Dow's down 7. NASDAQ. Now, all of the indices were down today. The Dow ended up down 7. NASDAQ ended up 53, which is crazy. And the S&P was up 6. Biggest winner today was iFresh grocery stores, was up 120%, and BRQS, I believe, is a blockchain in China. So anyway, those are the big ones. You can find them there on finviz.com. They are not sponsored. Just want to let you know. All right, bullish calls today. Massive opportunity. Citi upgraded Zillow Group ZG to buy from neutral. Price target of 250. They now have more confidence in Zillow's ability to execute on a massive opportunity. The valuation is more attractive. Another bullish call today by Bank of America on Bed Bath & Beyond to buy from a neutral with the price target of 38. What they call a positive set of investor meetings. Under Armour got upgraded as well. Was a bullish call today by Piper Sandler UAA from to Overweight from neutral, which is actually, from what I hear now, better than a buy. With a price target of 28, that's double what it was. It was 14. Shares have rebounded 30% year to date. Double upgrade. JPMorgan upgraded ANAB. That's AnaptysBio. I believe the way I'm saying that. I know the ticker because we are long ANAB. From Overweight to Overweight from Underweight. Price target is 40. Downgrades today was HP, Galapagos, Qualls, and Allstate, and last one, Pacira Biosciences. I have not heard of them, have not played them. So shares of the cannabis stocks kind of sunk today. That's Tilray, Aurora Cannabis, ACB. That was one of our top three. Our top three cannabis stocks that we picked in late 2020. Canopy Growth, CGC, and other cannabis names are under pressure on Thursday as the Reddit trade in the group appears to be losing momentum after sending them higher earlier this week. POS stocks attracted attention from the same Wall Street Reddit group that helped short squeeze in GameStop. They keep saying that, but I saw today there's a lot of memes going around. But let me just tell you, there have been for almost 2 years. I know for a good year. Going back to February of 2020. Hey, there's hedge funds that monitor those. There's hedge funds that have accounts. So don't think that it was all retail users driving GameStop and driving these pot stocks. Google is developing plans to develop a Bay Area tech campus, its own complete community with thousands of new homes, small shops, and nonprofits. The tech giant will partner with Lend-Lease to add 7,000 new homes to the future Mountain View campus. Have you seen Bitcoin? Bitcoin just hit a brand new high. Let's see if there it is. Well, can we see it? Yes. It hit 48.6. So there you go. It hit an all-time high and it's just coming off, and now it's retracing to 46.7. All right. Uber reported revenue late yesterday of $11.1 billion for 2020. That's down, of course. The company reduced its overall loss from $8.5 billion in 2019 to $6.7 billion in 2020. They only lost $6.7 billion. Good God. The company delivery division grew by 13% from previous quarters in terms of revenue. The revenue was up 224% year over year, right? So Uber became the second largest delivery service, food delivery service, not grocery, food delivery service in the U.S. after its 2.65 billion acquisition of Postmates. DoorDash is number one. Let me tell you something. When I used to own restaurants, at least this last chain of restaurants, let me tell you who was the most popular. It was Uber, and it was Uber by far. But the problem with Uber was they charged too much. They literally were charging 30. They tried to go to 35% of the entire order. That's nuts. Now they have a pilot program going on in the Middle East where they just literally take just a just an actual dollar amount per order, which is about 6 to 7% of the average order amount. And you talking about people would light that up. They would be number one by far. I've talked about it on here before. Uber is the way to go. The only reason we used Uber, because it was so expensive, was because of marketing expense, because they had such a reach. DoorDash wasn't even, how they let DoorDash in, I have no idea. DoorDash wasn't even a blip on the radar. Yes, we had them, but we get 2 or 3 a day. We get 40 Ubers a day. 40 orders from Uber to like 5 or 6 from DoorDash. So there you go. Bumble raised $8 billion in its IPO today. It went public at 43 a share. Good job, investment banks. You effed up again. It opened at 76. Bumble, you ought to be pissed. Pissed that you opened up at 76. You left 2x on the table. Good God. Bumble, now this is a really good story. So Bumble was founded in 2014 by this girl named Whitney Wolfe, right? She's now Whitney Wolfe Herd. It says she's a co-founder of Tinder. I don't think she's a co-founder. I think she worked in marketing there when she was 22 years old. But she was the brain trust behind a lot of the naming and kind of what they did at Tinder, right? Well, she started dating, I want to say, one of the executives there. She had a falling out. She sued him. She won. She moves on. She starts Bumble for women, because women are the ones that have to make the first move on Bumble. And lo and behold, there you go. The company now has 42 million monthly active users as of September of 2020. I bet that's up. And almost 3 million paying users. So congratulations to you, Whitney Wolfe Herd. PepsiCo managed to beat Q4 earning estimates by a small margin on the back of snack sales. Total revenue was up to $22.46 billion. That's great. PepsiCo announced in January it was partnering with Beyond Meat to create and distribute plant-based snacks and beverages. That's great because they're Dallas-based. By the way, I know you're cold. It's freezing here in Dallas. It's like 28 degrees. And it's supposed to get down to like 1 on Monday. So that's something that we haven't seen in, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. Electric aircraft startup Archer Aviation will merge with the Atlas Coast Investment Corp, SPAC, to go public at $3.8 billion. The merger will generate $1.1 billion for Archer, with $600 million coming from the private investment made by United Airlines and Abu Dhabi's investment arm. The remaining $500 million will come from the funds raised during the IPO. Here's the thing. Archer, if you don't know much about them, they're out of Silicon Valley. I think they're very early. Archer is an electric air taxi startup that manufactures planes capable of vertical takeoff and landing. According to its website, planes can hit a top range of 60 miles at a speed of 150. That's great and good. Where the hell are you going to land these things? I get it's going to be like the Uber black car, right? So very few people are going to be able to afford it starting out. I get it. It's kind of like Tesla too with the Roadster. So, hey, I wish you the best of luck, but I just think it's so early in the game. And I mean, is this peak SPAC? I mean, knowing that, is this peak SPAC? We'll get to SPAC in just a second. Kraft Heinz is selling off its nut business, D's Nuts, to Hormel for $3.35 billion. This includes the planter and corn nut brands. All right, so let's talk about SPACs. So they've done a study with SPACs. It's going back, I don't know, into all the way to 2015 to the end of 2020. The longer a portfolio holds a special purpose acquisition corp, a SPAC, the worse it's going to perform, according to a new study by a special situations research firm. Most SPACs lose money after finding a company to acquire, and they do so at an accelerating rate over the next 12 months following the merger. That's according to Edge Consulting Group, a team of analysts that covers special situations, which researched 115 SPACs, blah, blah, back to 2015. Here's the thing. I don't know if we're at peak SPAC, but here's like 5 SPACs go public a day. 5. And looking at the hedge funds, literally you have, I don't know, 6 to 10 hedge funds a day sizing up on SPACs. Like, there's nothing you can do with that, right? Until they find something. Like, HIMS has done well for us. Open has done well for us. MP has not done well for us, right? So here's the thing. They've already raised to date in 2021 $42 billion. That's $1 billion a day. That's crazy. PAC B. We are long PAC B. Pacific Biosciences jumped 21% in, I believe, 20% today. Sorry. Trade as the Wall Street Journal reported that SoftBank will make a $900 million investments. Congratulations, PAC B. I am glad. I know that Kathy Wood's a huge holder of them in one of her, I believe, the ARC Genomic Fund. Round Hill Investments has launched Round Hill Streaming Services and Technology ETF. I believe it is, ticker is SUBZ. SUBZ. It's the first ETF globally designed to invest in companies in the streaming sector. It will include Netflix, of course, Fubo TV, Spotify, Tencent Music, and Roku and JStream. Pretty cool. Larry Flint, founder of adult media empire Hustler, died yesterday at 78. Hey, whatever you think of the man was for free speech. And, if you like free speech, which I'm sure you do, he was the man that fought for it back in the 70s. And if you like porn too, there you go. The NBA will require all teams to play national anthem before games. One day after the Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said he stopped playing the anthem before the games. Hey, hit me in the comments. I talked about this yesterday. I just couldn't believe that Mark would do that. Kind of knowing him, or at least having had conversations with him. Look, the anthem to me is not about one person. You could have a bad experience in this country. I get it. A lot of people do. But there's a lot of people that fought for this country so you could have a bad experience. If you don't, here's the thing. If he's listening to his players, all his players make, everybody in the organization makes $100,000 a year. The players make millions a year. Their families are set for generations. Mark's family set for hundreds of years. So anyway, point is, play the damn anthem. Kathy Wood, are we in a bubble talk? Let's talk this. So this is what she said. Since 2018, there have been outflows of roughly $300 billion from equities, excluding share repurchases by companies. But there have been inflows of $1 trillion into bonds. She said, if there is a bubble anywhere, it is not in the equity market, it's a fixed income market. She went on to say private equity is feeding this bubble. It's amazing to me to watch private equity with mature companies who will continue to leverage them up so they can enjoy the private equity distribution, she said. Private equity owners are sustaining high multiple cash flows by not investing in the future. That's become problematic for these companies, and their high cash flow margins will disappear over time. That's what she thinks is in a bubble, is which most PE companies are. They're just loaded up with debt, just leveraged, right? And then she's talking about bonds. All right. Last but not least, let's talk about Rihanna. Disappointing sales from her Fenty line, I believe is the way you say it. She has that line through LVMH. That's Louis Vuitton. So they've closed that down. It was luxury streetwear. It suffered from it just suffered, one, the COVID, and two, the distribution strategy. It struggled to find a niche. I do know her lingerie and her fragrance line are doing well, so that's still there. So that being said, let's give you one of the ones that I gave out today. Here, I'll give you two. I'm not going to tell you which one we gave out. You can research them. But we did like ONTF. That is on 24. You may look at them. They filed as of today, but they didn't. The trade was actually on January 3rd, so not too far back. You can look at them. You can look at LAPB. That trade was on February 5th. And you can also look at, I'm trying to find the one. You can also look at, there's a KLDO. KLDO, the trade was as of January 8th. KLDO. There you go. There's some stocks to watch. One of those we gave out to the subs today. Appreciate you guys. Have a stay warm out there, but have a great night. As we say, always watch your six. You go hard in the paint. We will see you next time. Cheers.